Why is cancer on the rise with young people?
Our lifestyle, our diet, we are under a lot of stress. Nowadays, most people they are not happy. Even if they have money, even if they have like a job, don't think most people are happy.
Dr. Alaa El Chami,
American board-certified aesthetic doctor specializing in functional medicine and vitamin drips.
How important is gut health for your overall health?
What can you do to have a healthy gut? Of course, number one, I say take. And really, if your gut is healthy, then everything else is healthy.
Do you get any patients that come and flirt with you?
One time, like there was this guy, he really touched me. I was like, please respect yourself.
This is my doctor.
Okay.
Dr. Alaa El
Chami.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. El Chami.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for my health.
Okay.
Thank you for my health.
having me in your podcast.
Thank you, of course. I mean, my health is in your hands.
For your health, you're welcome. This is my job.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
This is my doctor, guys. This is my doctor that I go to. But I'm fairly healthy, so I haven't been going. But I went once not long ago. And I had this thing. Let's talk about this first, actually. I had a stomach acid problem.
Yeah.
And I did the blood works and I showed other doctors, and the other doctors kept giving me Gaviscon. And you saw the results and you said, you have a bug in your stomach.
Yeah.
And I said, what do you mean? You're like, other doctors have seen this and they haven't given you antibiotics? I said, yeah. You're like, you need to be on antibiotics. Yeah. And by the way, the antibiotics was like crazy. It was 3 different types of antibiotics for 2 weeks. It was like a nuclear bomb in my stomach.
Like a triple therapy, we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely fine after that.
Yeah.
Completely fine.
So you had like a bug exactly in your stomach. It's like a bacteria.
Yeah.
Helicobacter pylori. So
don't show off.
Yeah. So this bacteria actually it's a normal flora of your gut, but sometimes with like contaminated water or food, you can have too much of it, which can cause gastritis, which is the symptoms you had. And when I saw exactly the results, I was like, you have this bacteria, you need to be on antibiotics to to clear it out. And this is how it happens.
And I feel so good afterwards.
And we became best friends.
Yeah, best friends forever. And I feel so good afterwards because I was in so much pain before. People were telling me to do fasting. I'm like, how? How do you guys do fasting? My stomach's on fire.
Yeah, I remember when you told me you've been to so many doctors and no one told you should be on antibiotics. I was like, no, you should be on this triple therapy to clear the bacteria out.
Yeah.
And actually, this bacteria, if you don't treat it, it can cause stomach cancer in the long run.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. So
that's scary. By the way, the pillow, you can put it on the side.
Oh, but I feel like better now.
Oh, you like that? Okay, no problem. A lot of people don't like it, that's why.
No, it's okay.
Because you're small, that's why it's okay. It fits in your back. Right? It fits in your back. But when I have men on, they're like, oh yeah, it's so much better.
Probably.
Why is it that whenever I go to the doctor, whether it's Australia, wherever, or I call my friend who's a doctor in Australia, let's say, and I'm like, I've got this Panadol. Why is it the doctors constantly give Panadol?
Really?
You don't think so?
No, I don't give Panadol.
You don't give Panadol?
Maybe the other doctors, especially in Australia, they like to give Panadol a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, because you don't need prescription for this. And Panadol doesn't cause really like major side effects. So it's usually very easy on, to give it to everyone. Maybe that's why. And it can, it's good for any type of pain.
Yeah, okay. Well, every doctor's like, Panadol, have Panadol. I'm like, did you just get your degree to tell people to have Panadol?
Well, this is the first time I hear this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I never really prescribe Panadol unless like headache.
Yeah.
For me, Panadol is mainly for headache. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Even if you have like stomach pain or anything, there are, other things that we can give that Panadol won't, help. So I'm not sure.
Okay. Listen, we've skipped a few steps. Who are you? Tell the people who you are. Introduce yourself.
So I'm Dr. Alaa El Chami, as you already mentioned. I'm originally Lebanese, but I was raised in Curacao, which is South America. So I did all my high school there. That's why my main language is Dutch. Then I did my medical school, is Caribbean Medical School, where it's affiliated with USA. Then I did my clinical rotations in America. And I also did some research in Mayo Clinic in USA. Then I decided to go back to Lebanon. I worked a little bit there as a GP. And then I did functional medicine courses and aesthetic courses, because these two are like my passion. And I came up with the idea of holistic aesthetics. So this is what I mainly do, is holistic aesthetics, where I combine both functional medicine and aesthetic medicine together. So when the patient comes to me, like, it's not only like aesthetics, which is lip filler or like Botox or this kind of things. I do, full consultation. I do something called oligoscan. I did for you, I think, I remember the oligoscan, the spectrometer.
That's right, on my hand.
Exactly, where it shows if you have any vitamins, mineral deficiencies, and heavy metals in your body. Based on this, I give supplements, IV drips, and of course, I take care of the outside beauty too, which is like, injections. I like to focus a lot on collagen stimulating agents, such as like, Sculptra and anything injectables that stimulate collagen. That's the main, main things that I do. I focus a lot on anti-aging. So I give peptides for anti-aging too.
Wow.
Yes.
Is that the NAD we were talking about?
NAD is IV drip. So I like the NAD. It's really nice. Just a trick I want to tell people, or a hint. NAD as an IV drip doesn't last in your body more than 24 hours. So I know NAD is amazing anti-aging. People they are going crazy, take IV drips. It's really nice. It's good for energy. It's good anti-aging, but it doesn't really last much in your body. So I like to give it for people who has certain events like weddings, occasions, take NAD as IV drips. However, taking NAD as a supplement, something called NMN, is much better for the long run.
So do you mean ingest?
Yes, as
NMN.
a supplement, NMN, which is, a precursor of NAD. It's one of the best anti-aging supplements you can give. NAD drip is amazing, but as I said, it doesn't last much in your body, and it's expensive.
So you recommend NMN supplements instead of the drip?
Yes, for the drip, I recommend something called glutathione.
Okay.
It's amazing anti-aging. Also, it's good for energy.
Okay.
It's good for detoxification.
You should have hooked me up right now. We could have connected to this.
Yes, we could have.
Like this.
Yes, I could have given you glutathione.
Right.
It's amazing for detoxification.
Wow.
Yes.
I need that. I'm going to Italy tomorrow, so I need to detox before.
Yes, we can definitely do this.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, not anymore. I don't want another needle.
Why?
Okay.
Yes, so what I like to give for IV
You gave me a lot of needles last time. You gave me a B complex.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I gave you B complex, vitamin B12 as well.
Yeah.
I think I gave you glutathione too. I gave you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, a mixture.
Yeah.
Of vitamins and antioxidants.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
The needles. Yeah.
This is what I like to give. Usually IV drips, which is a mixture of vitamins. It will boost your immunity, your energy, good for detoxification.
What's your opinion on Ozempic?
Okay, so I know everyone talks about Ozempic, but not many people talk about Mounjaro, which is, I don't know if you know it.
It's the same, isn't it?
Kind of.
Similar.
So they are from the same, the agents. But so what is the difference between Ozempic and Mounjaro? They work Mounjaro works on 2 receptors. Ozempic works on 1 receptor. So Mounjaro is definitely more effective in weight loss than Ozempic. They both can work for weight loss. However, Mounjaro is more effective and you can lose weight faster too. So my opinion about them, they're great, they're good, but what I'm seeing a lot when people stop taking the Mounjaro, let's say, or the Ozempic, when they reach their targets and they stop taking it, they go back and they gain weight again because they are not maintaining the lifestyle. So I really think if you want to take Mounjaro or Ozempic and you are a candidate for it, you have to be, specific BMI and all this. Go ahead and take it, but then afterwards, please maintain diet, the lifestyle, like exercise and all that. And also now in the US, actually, there are companies that are doing Mounjaro or Ozempic in very low dose, so you can take it lifelong.
Wow.
Yes, because they are studying this, that if you take Mounjaro for lifelong, it's actually, you can maintain your weight, and it's good for your heart, for your sugar, to maintain your blood sugar level and stuff. Yeah.
So you're telling me it's this miracle drug that has no bad side effects?
No, it does. But first, it's not a miracle drug. So how it all started, usually Ozempic and Mounjaro, they are for to decrease blood sugar level. Okay, so people who are
diabetes.
Exactly, or diabetic. So this is the main, reason why we give Ozempic and Mounjaro. And then they found out that's also causing weight loss, and they start giving it for obese people, and it is FDA approved also for weight loss. The side effects, of course, there is side effects of both of them, which is mainly nausea and vomiting, diarrhea. It can have some gastritis. You feel like you're full all the time. However, also, good to mention that Mounjaro, it's not good for everyone. So let's say if someone has thyroid problems, like thyroid nodules, we cannot give Mounjaro. It increases risk of cancer. So it's not good for everyone. You cannot just get it from any pharmacy and start taking it. You need to see a doctor. You need to be under the supervision of a doctor. You need to have full blood tests done before taking Mounjaro or Ozempic, definitely.
I remember we checked my thyroid. There was something wrong with my thyroid or something. We needed that thing.
Yeah, I think I told you need to check your thyroid antibodies before, yes, because your iodine was a little bit high. So I thought maybe you have some thyroid problems.
Yeah.
We need to do further testing.
Yeah, we'll do further testing.
Yeah.
Are you going anywhere this summer?
I am. I'm going to Lebanon.
Okay. When?
And in June.
In June?
Yes.
For the whole June?
No, I'm going only for 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's it?
I think I'm going to Mykonos in July.
Okay.
And then again Lebanon in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Lebanon again in August?
Yes.
1 week, 1 week, 1 week?
So Mykonos will be only 3-4 days.
Okay.
Lebanon maybe 9 days in June and 3 weeks in August or 2 weeks in August.
Wow.
We'll see. I haven't booked the August yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When we come back from all the travels,
Yeah, we need to do
we'll do
all
a check.
this, of course.
we'll do a check.
Yeah.
Because
You're going?
I want to check my heart.
Okay, sure.
Sometimes I get a striking pain. And sometimes I feel a bit nauseous or anything like that. That's why I want to check my heart.
We can check your heart, but
Yeah.
the good thing is if you have some, you have actual pain, means there's nothing really in your heart. It's more muscles. So it's not more muscle pain, it's not something inside the heart, but you can definitely check it. You're young. You have any family history of heart disease?
No.
Okay.
But
we can definitely check it.
no, let's check it.
Yeah,
Who
of
cares?
course, why not?
Who cares? Let's check it.
Of course.
And then at least my mind is at ease.
Of
You know,
course.
because I get striking sharp pain around here.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm maybe I should check it.
Yeah, of course, you should check it.
We watch this video and have a heart attack.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about it. Don't do it. Next minute, dead.
Yes. No, I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah, no, I'll be okay.
But tell me about also the thing that you're doing, the infrared cryotherapy.
So I did the infrared.
Because these are good anti-aging that
Is
we
it?
need to talk about. Yeah.
So I did the laser IV. Do you like the laser IV?
Not so much.
Not so much. Yeah.
I like the IV itself, the
Yeah.
IV drip, much
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
But you did some sessions of cryotherapy and infrared therapy, I remember, right?
No, I didn't.
No,
I sent
oh.
my dad, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Not
think.
you.
No, I didn't do it, but I will do it because I have so many sessions left.
So yeah, do this instead of the IV laser.
Yeah, but see, the guy that works there said to me, IV laser is the best.
Yeah.
And then I asked a friend.
The
He's
guy
not.
is not doctor.
I know.
No,
And
it's
then-
fine.
And then I asked somebody. I put it on my Instagram, and somebody goes, "That does nothing. It does nothing, does
Not
it?
really.
It's not does anything."
No, it's
Okay.
not really.
It's nothing. There's a waste of money. It just looked cool though. I got a lot of likes on Instagram, but that's it. I could have got the Mykonos and got likes on Instagram. It looked
Oh
cool
my
though.
God.
It looked cool.
It looks cool.
That's it. That's all it does.
look good.
What are some of the anti-aging treatments that you recommend? Because you're 75 years old and you look amazing.
Thank you.
So what is it that you do instead of
Exactly,
besides
I'm
drinking
satisfied.
baby blood?
and soak myself in yogurt. Beside that,
Labna?
yeah, labna.
Labna?
Exactly. Labna.
What coffee would you like? If you like this video, consider subscribing. We do weekly podcasts with experts in every industry to help you find direction and guide you on your way. Now let's get back into it. Cool. Hey!
She knows you.
You
guessed.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess.
This is, you know Dr. Phil? This is Dr. Phil.
Hi.
This is my doctor.
Very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very handsome.
Thank you. Thank you. Skim milk latte cold.
Yes, please.
Ice latte skim milk. Americano, honey, little bit of milk, cold. We were talking about anti-aging.
Yes.
Let's go back to that.
Oh, who's calling? Oh.
Answer.
Can I answer?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
Sorry, thank you. Hello? 100%. Okay?
So what do you think of sleep?
No, don't worry about
Oh,
it.
okay,
Yes. Okay?
What do you think
You're
about the
welcome, dear.
vaccine?
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay,
See you.
no
Bye.
problem. No.
What?
Cheers.
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 Thanks for the coffee.
Thank you. Continue. I asked you a question. To continue it off, I was asking you a question about what are some of the anti-aging treatments that you like?
Okay. So nowadays, a lot of people are interested in anti-aging, longevity, how to live longer. They are looking for ways to live longer, and of course, in a healthy way. So that's why the regenerative medicine, the preventive medicine is there to help these people. So what I do for anti-aging, there are so many things we can do. First, we can start off with like some supplements to give for anti-aging. As
Okay.
the one I told you, the NMN is good one.
Yeah.
Resveratrol is another one. Many other things, of course, IV drips. And there are things that we can do or we can, do sessions of it for anti-aging, such as the cryotherapy, the infrared therapy, which we call it collagen bed, PMF, oxygen chamber, hyperbaric oxygen chamber, ozone sauna. There are so many machines or devices that help with anti-aging. And guess what? There are many people, they have these machines at home. So, when you go to a wellness center, you pay for a package and then you have access to all these machines. However, there are many patients that, I know they have them in their houses. So, and because they are really worrying about their age and how they're gonna age and they want to be healthy. So you can use these, they are safely used every day. You can use them every day, and it's actually better if you use them, on a daily basis. These are, one of the things for anti-aging.
What do you use at home? What do you have at home?
My home? Nothing. Because
Yeah.
I work at the clinic that they
That's
have
right.
these things, so I don't need to.
So lucky.
Yes.
So lucky.
But I know a lot of people, they do have it. LED light therapy is good. The infrared light is amazing. Other things, what I do at home, I'm gonna tell you a secret, is I take anti-aging peptides.
Is that an injection?
Yes. So many celebrities like J-Lo and other ones, they take these peptides.
Every day?
Yes. It's
You inject yourself every day?
every day.
Where?
It's subcutaneous, so it's the best. You put it in your belly, in your next to the umbilical area, because this is where the most fat is.
Yeah.
And you just inject the subcutaneous inside the fat.
Inside fat, not muscle.
Inside the fat, yeah, no
Okay.
muscles.
So it's just
And
short needle then?
It's very short needle. You can use the 34 gauge needle, which is the smallest one, and it's really painless. Doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
And you use it, you take it
about
every
mental.
day. It's mental, exactly.
It's mental more than, the pain's nothing, it's more mental.
It's not painful at all, and it's amazing anti-aging.
Really?
You just don't age.
Really?
Yeah. Like you,
Like
that's why,
you.
exactly.
You're 75
like me,
years old.
75 years old.
You
and
look amazing for 75.
I look like 30, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say 30, but you look great for...
Okay, I look 20. I know. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome, you're welcome. Whatever you say.
It's so funny.
I hope everybody has a relationship like this with their doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
No, not formal at all.
Not formal at all.
No.
No, I can't do formal. I
No.
can't. Okay, so You know, it's funny because I did a podcast earlier today, with this guy. He's the real liver king. He eats raw liver every day for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat anything.
It's carnivore diet.
No. Raw, not
Raw
cooked.
liver? Okay.
Not cooked.
Wow.
He eats. He goes to
Liver.
Carrefour. He goes to Carrefour.
Is he Arab?
No.
Because
he's from-
Arabs, they love raw liver. My mom and dad, they love
Yeah, but
to
raw?
eat raw liver, raw. They put just salt and pepper, and they eat it. This is typical like Lebanese thing.
raw, not cooked.
Raw. I hate it. They love it raw. They just like,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, I went to a restaurant, a
And they eat
Syrian
it.
restaurant with my Syrian friends,
Yeah.
and they said, "Oh, this food is amazing," and they brought a whole platter of raw red meat.
Oh, this is very common in the Arab countries. We eat kimbe nayye. You know, it's kimbe nayye.
I think I saw it that
It's raw
day.
kimbe, so it's raw meat, and then we eat raw liver. It's very common to eat raw liver.
Do you eat this?
No, I don't
You don't
like it.
Yeah.
But I know everyone likes it.
I see.
But then you'll have a lot of bugs in your stomach. You
That's
need a
what
lot of probiotics for that.
Pesticides.
Of course.
So for 4 years, he has
You have a
been
lot of parasites. you call
in his
it.
body. Yeah.
Yeah.
For 4 years, he's been eating raw red meat. So he's landed just raw red meat for the past 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
He landed today. He's going for a speech right now. On the way, I took him and we did a podcast in the morning. And I said to him, I could smell raw meat on his breath. And I started.
Are you serious?
Inside, I was like, I was going to vomit. I told him on the podcast.
Oh my God.
I said to him, "What did you have for breakfast?" He said, "I went to Carrefour. I went to the cold section, and I picked up some lamb strips, and I was having some lamb strips for breakfast with lime on it."
Let me tell you something. Raw liver, they only eat it as breakfast.
He eats it all the time. Just
Yeah, but usually like in the Arab countries, if they want to have breakfast, they will just have raw liver and they eat it. They put salt and pepper and they eat it.
what happened
Crazy,
to what
huh?
happened to just bread and butter and jam and,
And
tea
toast. Exactly.
Why we don't need to do this?
No, exactly. And,
Cereal.
and you know, I wonder why they always like come, oh, I have stomach problem, I have
Yeah.
gastritis, they
Yeah.
always have problems.
Yeah,
But okay, come on, you're eating raw liver.
I know.
Raw meat.
it's crazy. I don't even do raw fish. You know the sushi places?
yeah.
I still do it because everyone's doing it. We have a platter.
Yeah.
But I don't
Like the
order it.
sashimi and
Yeah.
stuff.
If I order it, it's all cooked.
Yeah, I prefer like cooked too. But yeah, I love sushi, so
Okay.
yeah.
This is what I was telling you. So this guy travels around with red infrared light,
Light, yes.
and he puts it on his genitals for the first 15 minutes of every day when he wakes up to boost his testosterone.
Yeah.
Does that work?
It works. I mean, the infrared light, you can put it everywhere like you want. It works like in your whole body, you know.
So it's a good idea.
So it's not bad.
Not a bad idea.
But I have something better for the testosterone.
Wow.
TRT.
Yeah, but TRT, isn't that steroids?
No.
It's not steroids.
No, it's testosterone. It's low dose testosterone.
And you inject it?
Yeah.
Okay. Every day?
No, the injection, that's
Testosterone.
not,
That's steroids.
not legal to give.
Okay.
We give topical testosterone.
What's topical?
So topical, they put it on the scrotum.
Cream.
Yeah, gel or cream, whatever you
You
want.
can get this for me.
It's the highest absorption. Of course, that's what I do. That's what all my patients. Of course, and you know it has the same effect as taking injections,
Okay. Yeah.
injectable testosterone.
What does it?
Yeah, because the dosage, you can just calculate the dosage and you give it exactly
No
the
way.
same. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all my patients. That's why I have a lot of male patients.
Okay, because of this.
They take a lot of topical testosterone.
Amazing. Okay, what are the side effects of taking this?
I mean, one of the side effects, because it's topical, so you put it on scrotum, you might have a shrinkage of the,
Because your
scrotum
balls
area.
stop working.
Yeah.
What about having
with a shrinkage,
kids?
But we can have, there is actually treatment for this. We can have some injections that will, make it bigger again a bit.
Okay.
Kids, yes, it might affect infertility for sure.
Oh,
So
okay.
usually I like to give it for people above 40 years of old.
Okay.
Or when they stop, having kids.
Having kids, yeah, okay. And they probably need it. I'm still young.
You're too young. You don't need it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'm not that young.
TRT is
I'm not that young. I'm 34 years old.
really.
Yeah,
You're very young.
I'm not very young.
You look even younger
34.
than 34. 34 is young.
You're 34 young?
Yeah, I'm 35. I feel I'm very young.
I thought you were 75.
That was
Age 35?
yes.
Oh, I thought you were younger than me.
Yeah, of course I look younger.
Yeah,
Because I
rude.
take all.
I don't know why you want to be rude. You're on my podcast.
And I'm your doctor.
And you're, yeah, okay, you can be rude. Just
I
don't
have
kill
to be
me.
rude because I'm your doctor.
Don't kill me. Okay.
So I was telling about the TRT. So what it does.
Because I know
It's
a lot of my
very-
guys want to know this. A lot of guys
Okay.
want to know about
Yeah,
this.
so the benefits of taking it, of course, it's very good for energy. It
Mm-hmm.
boosts your energy. It's good for gym performance. For people like who goes to gym, they will do much better. And sexual performance,
Mm-hmm.
of course, it will increase your sexual performance and the muscle mass and all this. So that's why all the gym people, they like to take testosterone, the
Yeah.
TRT, but they take injections.
I know they do.
Yes, this is, illegal, but
Yeah. I
the
walk into my
medic-
gym, I see him doing it in front of everyone.
Yeah, but the medical one, you can get the topical testosterone, which has the same effect.
And you just put it on your scrotum.
Yeah, the best
Interesting.
thing. Put it
Interesting.
on scrotum and it has a high absorption.
Wow.
Because a lot of people, they take testosterone, they put it, maybe on their hands or like anywhere. But the best absorption is to put it on the scrotum.
Okay. Do you get any patients that come and flirt with you? Hey, can I take you out to dinner?
Yes.
How do you deal with that?
I just say no. I'm sorry, I'm married.
Oh, you just say,
Yeah.
and they're like, so what? I'm married too.
I was like, I don't do this.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always
Just
thought.
easy. I'll just say like, I don't do second relationships. One is enough, and it's like too much of headache to deal with.
Is it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Even though my husband is nice, he's gonna like listen to this podcast.
She should sleep on the couch.
No, I'm just kidding.
just
He's nice. He's a very supportive husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. No, because I
They
have.
do flirt a lot, and so one time, like there was this guy. He really touched me. Like he's like, "Okay, doctor, what else?" I was like,
No.
"Yeah." I was doing the oligo scan for him, so I was like, "Can you please come closer so I can do the oligo scan?" And then he was like, "Yes, doctor, really, I need this and what else?" I was
no.
like, "Please respect yourself."
Oh, you said that?
Yeah, I said, "Please respect yourself, stay away." And I'm a doctor. Just I'll be very serious.
Yeah.
I'm only like nice to you. Usually, I'm very serious at work.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not doing a second relationship. It's just can you respect yourself? Can you respect yourself?
I'm only nice to you as a patient.
The thing is, the only reason you're nice to me is because I'm who I am.
Because you're nice too. and
Because
you're
I'm who I am.
fun,
Because
yeah.
I'm just like, it's hard to be professional with me.
Yeah, of
You know,
course.
it's very hard to be professional.
Of course.
But I know I had like entrepreneurs, I had girls on the podcast that have done big
Yeah.
things. And I always say, like, how do you differentiate between somebody wasting your time trying to flirt with you compared to taking you seriously? And sometimes I'd think you'd probably struggle with the same.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of people, they think I'm younger than than my real age. So I get this a lot, like, "Oh, are you the doctor? Are you gonna treat me? Are you gonna like inject me?" Like
Yeah.
they really think like I'm too young for this. They don't take me seriously.
Yeah.
But then once they see my work,
Yeah.
they're very happy,
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh, okay." They start taking me seriously. And when
Yeah.
I start talking, a lot of people they say like, "Oh, you have a lot of knowledge. You know how to talk. You have you know how to like treat or whatever." So then they start taking me seriously. But the first impression was always like, "I'm too young for this."
No, listen, everybody should take you seriously because I've been to a lot of doctors and you're the
Thank
only
you.
one that was like, "Hey, this is what's wrong, that's what's wrong," and then you fix me. And I'm like, I've been dealing with this for 2 years.
Yeah, thank you.
So you're very smart. Why is cancer on the rise with young people?
I think, like, to be honest, it's still like under study. They are doing a lot of study and research about this, especially breast cancer also in young ladies. It's very common. I really think it's our lifestyle, like our diet, the lifestyle, stress. We are under a lot of stress. I think this is part of like why cancer is increasing nowadays.
I don't know why we're under a lot of stress. Life is so much easier than 1,000 years ago.
You think so? But now, like with the social media, like you have to like to show that what you're doing is good. Like
Impress,
impress
flex.
other people. Exactly. I think our life is harder now, to be honest.
But listen, like, I was having breakfast 2 days ago with my friend, and we went to a buffet. We went to Versace Hotel, and then we went to have a buffet there, like
Okay.
buffet breakfast.
Fancy.
Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, 500 years ago, only kings could eat like this.
Yeah, of course.
Like, there's different types of foods. Only kings could live like that.
Exactly.
Maybe not even kings.
Exactly.
Everyone else was drinking water and having potatoes.
Exactly. But I think they were happier.
You think they were happier?
I feel nowadays most people that are not happy, even if they have money, even if they have like a job, and they have family and everything. I don't think most people are happy, really. And they are dealing a lot with mental health problems too.
Do you deal with a lot of patients with mental health?
Not much, to be honest. Usually, if I, know someone who has like mental health issues, I refer them to a psychiatrist or psychologist. But however, some of the mental health, like depression or anxiety, can be due to some vitamins deficiencies, some heavy metals they have in their bodies that can affect their mental health too. So I try to treat the mental health in this way. If it doesn't work, if they still have this depression or anxiety, I refer them.
Yeah, I feel like when I moved to Dubai, everyone was saying to me, make sure you're not alone. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people here deal with loneliness and stuff
Of
like
course.
that.
Because you're not living with your family here.
Yeah.
So you're living alone. You have to surround yourself with people all the time to not feel lonely. Exactly.
With that, everyone's like, yeah, don't be lonely. They say there's like a 6-month period where like in 6 months time, you're going to start. At first it's amazing. It's flashy. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Yeah.
But then after some
You get
time,
bored.
yeah. But I think for me, the podcast has really kept me entertained,
Yeah. Keep talking to different people.
Yeah.
It's not like having certain friends, you keep seeing them and then
Yeah.
hanging out with them. Like,
Yeah.
see, like right now we're talking. I'm
Yeah.
a completely different person than what your friends are. So
Yeah, correct.
it's like, yeah, of course. It's
Yeah.
different for you.
Yeah.
You made the best out of it, but not everyone can do this.
Yeah, I know.
And I feel like a lot of people that are really suffering a lot because they have no family, and it's hard. It's hard to also make a family here. What I've noticed, it's very hard to get married and have kids in Dubai. However, if you are already married and have kids,
It's easy life here.
It's easy, and then you come
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
But it's very hard to find someone here.
It's so hard.
All of my friends or even patients, they ask me do you have someone for me? Either
Yeah.
male or female,
Yeah.
They always ask me,
Yeah.
do you have someone for me? Do you
Yeah.
know someone? And even if I introduce people to each
Yeah.
other, they don't go along, or either the guy he's not committed, he doesn't want to get married,
Yeah.
or the girl
So here's the
so
thing.
hard.
I think there's so many beautiful women in Dubai,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I remember I was talking to a
I think
girl.
all the beautiful women in the world, they are in
I hear.
Dubai.
I remember I spoke to a girl. She said something to me. I was like, "Why do you think this?" She goes, "Because I'm pretty." I was like, "Everyone's pretty.
Exactly, everyone's pretty in
Everyone's
Dubai.
pretty in Dubai. What makes you different from everyone else?"
And if they're not pretty, they can come to me and I'll make them pretty.
All that stuff. Yeah, look at me. I used to be
Exactly.
really ugly. Now I'm just ugly. So, even if you're ready to settle down with a girl, because I've been in things with girls here, and I was like, oh, she's a nice girl. I could settle down with her.
Yeah.
And I was pushing for that. I come from a village. I come from Australia, so we're not used to going
Yeah.
around. So she doesn't want to settle down.
doesn't.
And the thing is, I read in a book that men want sex and women want a relationship, right?
No, it's the opposite, I feel.
But here's the thing: women can get sex like that,
Yeah.
and men can get a relationship like that,
Exactly.
right? Because women want commitment, they want
Yeah.
security,
Yeah.
and even women here don't want security; they don't want commitment because they're so excited about the next guy, and this guy might pay for my rent, and this guy might going to buy me bags, and
Because now it's very common, the sugar daddy trend. It's so common.
so common.
It's so popular. Everyone wants to have a sugar daddy, and no
Yeah.
one wants to get married, of course.
Yeah,
Most of
Yeah.
them. It's why to get married, have this headache of a
Yeah.
guy, you're not allowed to go this place, you're not allowed to wear this kind of thing. and just fights and arguments all the time. Just
Yeah.
have sugar daddy to pay for everything. Then they have the girlfriends. They go out and they have fun.
So bad.
This is so common, especially
Yeah.
in Dubai.
You know, I went on a date once with a girl, and she in Dubai Mall, and we had food, and she said, "Let's go for a walk." We went for a walk, and she took me to Sephora. She said, "Which perfume do you like? This one or that one?" I said, "Anyway, long story short, she was trying to make me buy her something."
First date?
First date.
Okay.
I just met her.
Wow.
And she said, and then I was like, "Listen, I just met you. I'm not gonna buy you perfume." She goes, "What about?" She got desperate. She said, "What about shampoo?" I said, "What do you?"
Shampoo.
I don't understand. I'm not buying. She said she started getting rude. She said,
Okay.
"Listen, if you have financial issues, you didn't have to come and pick me up in I was driving a Maserati." I said, "I think you got financial issues if you
Yeah.
need somebody to buy you shampoo." So I said to her, "Listen, this is the first date." But then I went with another girl with 2 dates in. I tell her the story. She laughs. We message each other. She says, and then I go and buy her shampoo.
You did because you wanted
The next girl.
okay.
So that girl's done. I never see her again.
Yeah.
Right. I never see her again. I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" And she said to me something rude, and she left. And then 2 months later, let's say I go on a date with another girl, and she's like, "What's your dating experience like?" You know, I tell her the shampoo story. She laughs. She always messages me, bullies me,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, can you buy me shampoo?" And then just as a joke, I'll go and buy her shampoo from Sephora. This is like Sephora shampoo. So like for the right girl, you'll do
Exactly,
anything.
you do everything.
But for the girl that says, "Hey, buy me that" on the first date,
But what I don't understand, how can they do this? Like, it's a shame.
why they're not embarrassed?
Exactly, it's a shame. Like, how can you exactly? Why you're not embarrassed to just go and ask random guy
Yeah,
from the first date, buy me this?
yeah, it's embarrassing.
You know, I've been married to my husband for almost 3 years. I never asked him to buy me anything. Never. Like, he buys me stuff, of course, but I don't like go ask him, "Hey, you buy me this." No, I sometimes let's say, "Oh, I would like to have this bag. This is a nice bag and stuff." Then he was like, "Okay, go buy it," you know. But I never like, "Hey, you should go get me this."
When he says go buy it, you go buy it?
It depends. Sometimes we go together. Like,
Okay,
I
okay.
never go by myself things.
Yeah, okay.
And the thing is, I don't I'm independent too. Like, to be honest,
Of
I
course.
don't need to. Like,
No,
why
I
is
know,
the
I
wine
know.
in it?
But for women, it's more about the gesture of him buying it, bringing it to you in a box, and rather than, "Oh, you want that? Go buy it."
You know what's exactly that he makes an effort. Like, for
Correct.
example, on my birthdays, he makes an effort. He goes, he buys me stuff.
When is your birthday?
January 16.
January 16. I'm January
Capricorn.
26.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
Capricorn.
No, I'm Aquarius.
Okay.
January 16, 1921, right? 1920s. Something
21.
like that, yeah, 1921.
3 years ago.
Yeah. 1921.
1921. Okay, I thought 2021.
No, not 2021. What are some of the plastic surgery trends? Because everybody's got the same nose now.
Yeah.
Have you seen the BBWs? BBWs? The fake
BBW.
bums.
Oh,
BBL.
Brazilian
BBL.
butt lift. Yes.
Have you seen the BBLs
Yeah.
in Dubai? They're so funny.
But the thing is, in Dubai, they are not doing the BBL. You know, the BBL is nice. They are not doing the BBL. What they are doing, I think they're putting silicone. Because
Yeah.
some of them, like, BBL is like Brazilian butt lift. Usually, what is it? It's fat transfer. Like, you remove fat from your belly and then you put it in your butt. Okay, this looks a little bit natural
Yeah.
and look nice. But what I'm seeing a lot in Dubai is like, just an ass like walking by itself,
I
and then
know.
the lady walks
I know.
afterwards. Like, what
It's
is
so
that?
funny.
Because they put silicone, I feel,
Wow.
and they are like, you know, in Dutch we say molly molly. Molly molly means
Yeah.
like a juggly, you
Yeah,
know?
juggly. Yeah.
And they're like a juggly.
It
Like,
looks so silly. It looks so silly. But hey, at least they have a seat wherever they go. You know what I mean? They have a seat wherever they
Of
go.
course. But okay, I'm gonna ask you
economy
a
becomes
question.
business class.
I want to ask you a question
Yeah.
from a guy perspective.
Yeah.
You like this?
No, not at all.
But because I feel like, why do women do like this big butt and big boobs? If the
Yeah.
guys don't like it, of course they like it. That's why they do it. Or is it specific people? Because I ask a lot of guys, and most guys, they say they don't like it. They like, you know, the more natural look and whatever. And then I see so many girls here in Dubai, they all have plastic surgeries. So who are the people who like this kind of surgeries or this kind of girls? The ones who want to like sugar daddies?
Probably. Probably. Because look, for me, just a normal guy, right? Normal guy, not looking to, looking for a relationship, looking for someone to love, right?
Yeah.
I don't really care if she has big boobs or a big bum or something. I like the person. And like if I was having to say
Really?
something physical, it would have to be the face, smile, but mostly about the attitude, personality. But even fake boobs, I remember like I loved I was in a relationship.
Yeah.
I loved her. When she got her boobs implants, I didn't like it because when I hugged her, there was something in between us now.
It was something different.
It was something in between us.
Yeah.
I was like, you were so much closer when I was hugging you. I don't care. I like that person. I don't like this is big, that's big. I don't care about that.
Yeah, but you like the look. Everyone likes the look. Like before you get into a relationship with someone, you go for the look first.
Of course.
Okay, then the look, you don't like it to feel fake, right?
No, but here's the thing. At first you go for looks, right?
Yeah.
But then you don't care.
Yeah, because then you love the person.
You love the person.
If she gets like, fat or skinny or whatever, like
You don't care.
You don't care.
Because I'd rather be with an ugly girl that makes me happy than be with a
course.
good looking girl that doesn't make me happy.
Exactly. I agree.
You know?
That's nice.
So
It's very rare to find someone like you, to be honest.
I was raised in a village.
I wish everyone was raised in a village.
I know.
Because nowadays everyone goes for the look. And that's why there are so many plastic surgeries been done. So
Yeah.
many,
But Dubai is different. Dubai is like LA and Miami. It's like one of those
I think
cities.
it's even
More. Yeah, probably
because
more.
I lived in the US, so I've been a lot to Miami
Yeah.
and to LA. I've seen people there.
Mm.
Really, Dubai is more than
Wow.
Vegas, more than Miami, more than
Wow.
Beverly Hills.
I'm just an innocent kid from a village. What am I doing here?
I mean, yeah. I mean, all the people from Miami and Vegas and Beverly Hills, they came to Dubai. Now they are living here.
Now they're coming here because there's more.
Probably.
But I love Dubai.
Yeah, me too.
I still love Dubai.
The nice thing about Dubai, you have everything.
Yeah. I'll tell you why I love Dubai. Let's say we compare it to Miami and LA, right?
Oh, it's definitely much better.
But here's the thing. You know why? Because over there, it's Sin City. Look, you can have your fun here, right?
Yeah.
It's Sin City. You can have your fun, but they also have God and religion.
Yeah.
Over there, they have no God and religion.
No.
It's just Sin City.
Exactly.
Right, so here
Exactly.
you can have your fun, but then you've also got your deen and everything.
You know what I always say? Dubai, they have the Eastern and Western
Yeah,
both together.
yeah.
And I come from, I'm Lebanese, but
Mm-hmm.
I lived in the US and I lived in also South America. So I like the combination of both Eastern and Western together culture. It's amazing. You can have both. You can have Arabic food, you can
Yeah.
have Asian food, you can have Italian, you can have everything you want.
Yeah,
It's here.
You can drive 30 minutes and feel like you're in India.
Exactly.
Indira.
Exactly. And then go to the AFC, you think you're in Europe.
Yeah, correct.
And then maybe you
Yeah.
go, I don't know, somewhere in Jumeirah, then you see you are in the
Yeah.
Arab,
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay, talk to me about cannabis.
Oh, now
What do
that-
you think about cannabis in the health space? It's coming into the health space. They're using CBD for anxiety.
let me tell you about the topical CBD that now they are legalizing it here in Dubai.
What are they legalizing?
The topical CBD.
What's topical? Do you have to
So-
rub on your scrotum?
Topical CBD, no, you put it on your hands. It
Okay.
helps a lot with sleep
Oh.
and with anxiety and it's like stress relief. Amazing.
Wow.
So yes, they're working on registering it in DHA, and I think one of the companies now they are working on it. We will have it in the clinic too. It's like
Wow.
topical CBD is amazing. It's you put it here, after half an hour you sleep like a
You
baby.
sleep.
Yeah, and it's good for relaxation. It's amazing.
You know, I like I said to you, I grew up in a village, right? I didn't grow up in a village, but if you Google the most isolated city in the world, it will tell you Perth, Western Australia.
Okay.
The most isolated, right?
I've been to Australia and Sydney.
Have you? Sydney, yeah.
Yeah.
Perth is not Australia.
Yeah.
Perth is just like, we're like a farm, we're like a mining town. People that go to the mines to dig
They go
gold,
to Perth.
people come live there and stuff like that. So
Nice.
small city.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the level of stimulation that I'm used to every day, because the shops close in Perth at 6 p.m.
Wow.
every day.
Close.
6
If you're
p.m.
hungry at 8 p.m., you can do anything.
Drive through McDonald's.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it.
So the level of stimulation that I'm used to, because I lived there for 30 years, is not the level of stimulation that I'm used to, which I am living now.
Yeah.
Events, podcasts, blah, 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 right? My anxiety is through the roof.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, fuck my heart, right? Like my anxiety. What do you recommend for I know a lot of people with this.
Ashwagandha or
What's that?
CBD. Oh, you haven't heard of ashwagandha?
What is that?
It's a herb. It's a supplement you take. It's
Okay.
made of herb.
Okay.
It's very common and it's very good for anxiety and stress to calm you down and for sleep.
But what if I don't want to sleep? What if it's like 11 o'clock in the morning
No,
and I've
it's-
got anxiety
You can take it.
I can take
Yeah,
it.
it will relax with you. Yeah.
and I'm addicted to coffee, so I keep having coffee
Yeah.
with anxiety?
So CBD, you're talking about of course. So medical marijuana is like it's legal, especially in the US and here
Not
in
here.
Dubai. Not here.
Not here, yeah.
No, they don't have it yet here. But I think they're working on it.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're working now on the topical one. Maybe later they will work on the medical,
Medical one.
marijuana. Yeah.
Yeah. Medical's good because when it's grown in the lab, they know what it is.
Exactly, and they give you exact dosage. Like you're not like
Yeah.
taking it just by yourself.
Yeah.
It's like medically, like the doctor will prescribe exactly the dosage that you need to be taken.
Percentage.
I like it myself, of course. It's good. We've been giving this for many years back for people who has like for cancer people, for people who has severe pain. Marijuana it will help a lot with pain. People would have fibromyalgia, which is like chronic pain all over the body. It's amazing, of course.
It also helps with a lot of people that deal with spasms, epileptic spasms and
epilepsy
everything.
and stuff. Yes.
I read in a study where, let's say people that grow marijuana in their backyard in like Australia, America, and then they sell it on the streets, like illegally,
They
the
do
black
this
market.
a lot. Yeah.
They put pressure on the plant to bud quicker and to grow quicker, and this affects this affects you mentally when you smoke it or whatever.
Yeah.
So when they actually grow it in the lab, they allow the plant to go through the
Exactly.
cycle of budding and
True.
growing, so there's no pressure on the plant. So I read that, it's
So the effect is different, of course. And also in like the Middle East, there are so many different types of cannabis. Like there are the marijuana, the hashish.
okay.
There is this. There are different ones. I think my husband told me about because he knows about this. So he was telling me like there are so many like different cannabis type, and each one has different effect.
Yeah.
Apparently, one
Yeah.
is like, and there is the Egyptian one, the Lebanese one.
Yeah.
There are different ones.
It breaks down into two categories: sativa and indica. Indica puts you to sleep.
Yeah.
Sativa doesn't give you energy, but it doesn't put you to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then even in these, there are different categories too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, percentages.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, plastic surgery trends. What are some trends you're seeing in plastic surgery?
So now everyone is doing the Hollywood facelift.
What does that mean?
So they do like a complete facelift. Even you can start doing it at the age of 40. When the woman mainly, they have this little bit of laxity of the skin and they want some firmness. So they will do the Hollywood facelift, is they lift the whole face surgically and then they put the sutures around your ears. So it won't actually show. They're doing this a lot. And
Interesting.
you can look really 20 years younger. With the,
Wow.
It's amazing. Now a lot of celebrities are doing it,
Wow.
especially the Arab celebrities.
Really?
It's very common.
Okay.
Other than now, this is surgeries. Now the other like trend now for in aesthetics, let me tell you about. Exosomes are one of the most common trends that we are doing in anti-aging and aesthetic, field. So what are exosomes? These are like small vesicles that are derived from stem cells, okay? And they contain a lot of nucleic acid, proteins, growth factors, and all that. So how do we give them? Usually you can inject the exosomes all over the face, or we can use it with the dermapen and, microneedling. Now in Japan and also in here, they are doing a lot of IV exosomes. So you can have, they take the stem cells from you and then they inject you again your own stem cells. They can inject with IV or they can inject it specifically in places, let's say in the face or like wherever you want. And this is amazing. Like the effect of it, it acts on the skin quality. Let's say if we want to act on the skin. So skin quality is much better, glowy skin. You look much younger, of course, because you're stimulating the collagen. It acts mainly on stimulating collagen production.
And where do you get stem cells from my body? Where?
So they can get it from so many places. Usually what now in Japan they are doing it, they're taking it from here, from like the back of your
Neck?
of your neck. Yeah.
Like where? In the muscle or in the spine?
No, they take it from the bone marrow.
I see. It
And
comes
then
from
they
the bone
do it.
marrow.
Yeah.
Talk to me about gut health. How important is gut health for your overall health? Because I read like your gut lining is very thin. It's only one cell. And if you do, and you need to maintain that to be strong so you don't let all the toxins go into your bloodstream. Is that right? And how can you work on strengthening that gut lining?
Okay. So I think definitely gut health is the most important for your whole health, for your whole body. Because if your gut health is healthy, then you are healthy. So what can you do to like have a healthy gut? Of course, number one, I say take probiotics. It's very important to take probiotics, and not many people take the probiotics. Other things, you can take some active enzymes that also act on the gut lining. Amino acids are amazing for the gut lining too, for the gut health. Yes. And really, if your gut is healthy, then everything else is healthy. Even your mental health. Because some people, they have a lot of gut health problem, and they are anxious all the time because they have some bugs in their gut and things that they are not cleared out. So when they start like taking the probiotics and the enzymes and the amino acids, everything will be better for sure.
Sexual health.
Okay.
What are some what are the most common sexual health issues that people come and speak to you about that usually people are embarrassed to talk about?
Embarrassed to talk about. Usually people are not embarrassed to talk about anything here in Dubai.
People aren't embarrassed to talk about anything?
Here in Dubai, because you're asking the question in the wrong place. So maybe if you ask me this in Lebanon, I'll tell you, yes, there are a lot of, embarrassing questions they might ask, or like it's embarrassing to them.
But here it's not embarrassing.
Here, usually, I know, to be honest, like most men and women, they are very like open in asking anything about their sexuality, and
that's good.
they make jokes too about everything.
But that's good, right?
That's really good.
It should be like that.
So there's this guy, this patient, he comes to me, and he asked me about like,
what's his name?
No, I can't say the name.
I'm kidding, I'm joking. Yeah.
So he asked me about the TRT. So he actually had a problem with like testosterone. He had low testosterone.
Yeah.
So he was like, what do you think about TRT? I was like, okay, I'll give you the topical TRT. And I was like, okay, so I'm married and I have 2 girlfriends. Now you're giving... So
he's got 3 girls in total.
Yes.
His wife and 2 girlfriends.
Yeah, so then I was like, now you're going to give me a TRT. I'm going to have like maybe like 6 girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do with all this?
Wow.
And he's like very open, when
How old is he? Old?
No, not much. Like 38, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, good on him.
Yeah. Good on him.
I don't have time for that.
I don't think anyone has time for that.
No.
So yeah, usually they are not really, to be honest, they are not embarrassed to talk anything.
But everyone's different. Everyone deals with different things.
Yes. I think what I see in, let's say in men, they have some, sexual problem, maybe
Erectile dysfunction?
Exactly, erectile dysfunction in this, because nowadays they take a lot of steroids, which affects this, and they take cycles, the cycle that includes a lot of steroids and TRT and all the other stuff that affects their infertility and affects their their erectile function. So yeah, I see a lot of erectile dysfunction here.
A lot of erectile dysfunction is mental, isn't it?
It is mental. So there is this physiological erectile dysfunction and pathological erectile dysfunction. So yes, it could be definitely mental. If you are stressed, sometimes if you're under a lot of stress, you'll have this problem for sure. Yeah,
stress is a bad one.
Stress is one thing,
affects everything.
and taking a lot of these medications and steroids and
okay.
you know.
So you get a lot of gym junkies that come to your.
So many.
From Binos Gym.
Yeah, and they are only in their 30s and they have this erectile dysfunction. I was like, yeah, sure, you're taking all this.
Yeah. No wonder.
Yeah, no wonder, exactly.
If you like this video, consider subscribing. We do weekly podcasts with experts in every industry to help you find direction and guide you on your way. Now let's get back into it. When I came to you, I had a fatty liver. People that watch my podcast know I quit alcohol 4 months because of you.
Remember, yeah.
Because of you.
Yeah.
So I came to you and I had a fatty liver, and then I quit alcohol, and then we did another blood test, and it was perfect.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's basically the story of alcohol is I went to you and you said cut out alcohol, and I did, and then 4 months later we did the blood test again, and it was all clear.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how much of a motherfucker
I remember your liver
alcohol
enzymes were high.
Yeah.
Your AST and ALT were high. So I asked you, I was like, you drink alcohol?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you know, I party a lot in Dubai and all this. So I said, yeah, you should really cut off on alcohol.
Yeah.
And because, you know, you live here in Dubai, you're always like, you know, partying. Of course, I see this a lot, like many like young men and women, they have like fatty liver, they have high cholesterol,
and they don't
have
even
high
know.
enzymes, they don't even know. And because they drink a lot of alcohol, you know, so once they cut off on alcohol, a lot of things change. Like they feel also more energetic, they feel like, you know, they feel also less bloated because alcohol can cause, you know, you feel like bloated on the inflammation. Exactly. So yeah. I
remember alcohol's a motherfucker. Jesus Christ, it was so bad for you.
Yeah.
Do you drink?
No.
No, good. So I get invited to a lot of events through the podcast, and there's alcohol there, and I'm like, okay, I'll have one with you. But now that I go to these events and I don't drink, it's like a flex.
Yeah.
It's like I'm saying I'm better than you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, now the new trend is like you are healthy.
Yeah.
The new trend is like you are doing something healthy, you are taking care of yourself, you are doing all these anti-aging things.
Yeah.
You're not drinking, you're not doing drugs.
Yeah.
Before you were cooler, like, you know, you're more like if you drink, if you do drugs and all this and you party. Now if you're just at home, not partying much, not drinking, not doing drugs, people actually like you more.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed that.
And they respect you more. And you feel like, oh, okay, this guy, he knows his thing.
Yeah, of course. So I really like it. And I don't have the urge to drink at all, which is
That's good.
I went to a club and we wanted to get a table. It was me and my friend, and we didn't want to wait. We didn't want to sit around in the bar or something. We wanted a table. So there was like a minimum spend. You had to buy like 3 bottles. I remember they just kept moving the 3 bottles into a new bucket of ice. Because we weren't drinking, the bottles would just sink at the bottom when the ice would melt, and they would just come back and just put on new ice. And they're like,
please drink.
They're like, are you not going to drink? We're like, we don't drink. They're like, what's this then? I was like, well, we had to sit at the table. So then at the end, we started just pouring it for girls.
Wow, that's good.
It was enjoyment to see other people enjoy it.
Yeah.
But
I'm so glad that you're like committed.
Yeah, committed.
You're very committed, and you're not drinking.
Fully.
And you look much better.
I think I've gained weight.
Really? But I feel like your stomach looks flatter, no?
Because I think I've gained weight because when I'm in a routine in Dubai, I'm in a routine. But because I travel a lot, every 10, 12 days I travel.
Yeah.
When I travel...
But you're exercising or not?
When I'm here, I'm exercising.
Yeah.
When I travel...
You're not.
Everything goes out the window.
Really?
Everything.
But I thought maybe if you're exercising, you're increasing muscle mass, and that's why you feel like you're gaining weight, not fat, or you feel like this fat.
No, I feel like I'm gaining fat. Yeah.
We need to do the body composition analysis. You know this?
And then we'll compare.
That we will show your fat percentage, your muscle percentage, and all this.
My last trip was Thailand. The hotel we're at, they had an executive lounge where you could eat 24 hours. There was food.
Okay,
and
that's very good.
There was a big bowl of cream.
Yeah.
I finished the whole cream.
Oh my God.
I didn't let anyone finish it. Cream.
This is bad.
I didn't sit there eating cream. They had muffins. I was getting a muffin. I was putting cream on it.
This is bad. Your doctor is not happy with this?
I know. It's so bad. I don't know what happened to me. So it's Thailand, right?
Yeah,
so I'm just sitting there like... You're a doctor.
Yeah.
How do I know if my gender is a boy or a girl?
If your gender?
Yeah.
If you are a boy or a girl? By your intimate parts?
Okay. I just wanted to know, is it my decision or is it in my intimate parts? Because you know you can be anything you want in the Western world
Exactly. I'm
Okay.
against this.
now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, me too.
I'm against to be like you decide I want to be a dog, like you can be a dog.
Yeah.
No.
I want to be a kettle.
Exactly. I mean, like, of course, based on your, intimate part and based on your hormones as well. So for me, it's like I'm not against gays because like some of them it's really hormonal. Like they have more estrogen than androgens. They feel like they are more like female than male, so it's fine. But I'm against the idea of like you can be whatever you want. Like okay, I can be a dog, I can be a chicken, I can be I'm totally against this.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No,
I agree.
of course.
Something that a lot of people here do in Dubai is tobacco
Yeah.
in any different forms, whether it's
The vaping now, it's very common.
vaping, IQOS,
Yeah.
cigarettes,
You know what the
shisha.
thing is? My patients, I ask them, like, when every patient who comes to me, I do full consultation, okay? So one of the questions I ask is the social history. Do you smoke? Most of them is like, no, I don't smoke. I only vape.
Oh my god.
Are you serious? This is smoking.
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is just vape. It has watermelon,
Watermelon.
in it. It has like strawberry.
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
I was like, seriously?
Yeah.
This is smoking.
There's a lot of tobacco use
And
here.
IQOS. I was like, oh, I don't smoke. I just do the filtered tobacco or filtered like cigarettes, which is the IQOS.
IQOS.
It just smells so bad. I
Smells
hate
so
it.
bad.
I don't know why people like it.
I don't
It
know.
smells the worst.
So, is that something you're like? Do you see a lot of ramifications? Damaged health because of that.
Still number one cause of death worldwide is smoking. Number
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Either it's from lung cancer or from heart disease or from obesity. Like all this, number one cause of death is smoking.
Is IQOS
So-
smoking?
Yes, of course. Everything that has tobacco in it is smoking.
Got ya.
So vaping, IQOS, cigarette, shisha.
I love shisha though.
I love shisha too. Sorry, I'm a doctor, but I don't smoke. But
lemon mint. Lemon mint orange head. Lemon mint orange head with the ice. With the ice in
with
the water.
the ice. They put ice in the water,
In the water, yeah,
and
with
in
the
the
ice.
hose. You know,
Yeah.
some of them in the US they put ice hose. The hose itself is ice.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
So
I have to try that. Sorry, you're saying the risk of shisha?
don't try it. I'm just telling you what they
Yeah.
are as
Yeah.
options.
Yeah. Lemon
so,
mint orange head. Try that. Trust me.
so all these are bad for you.
Yeah.
And so it's not only lung cancer. It's like so many other cancers, like bladder cancer.
Sure.
One of the smoking can cause bladder cancer, lung cancer, any other heart disease. So I'm against smoking for sure.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it. I don't advise
Yeah.
it, but I know everyone does it. Almost everyone.
Yeah, look, I don't really appreciate your negativity. You're killing my vibe. Okay, because I'm planning on having shisha tonight, and I will continue with those plans. All right, doctor. Thank you for everything you do for me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for everything
Thank
you do for me.
having me.
I appreciate
It was a really nice chat.
I actually have a lot of questions.
I know.
So we'll do this again in 2 months.
Yes, of course.
Before you go, I have a gift for you. Shaq,
Oh my God.
I've noticed that in Dubai, you don't really get real honey. Have you noticed the honey is very watery and syrupy?
Right. You don't get real honey.
Yeah, I've got honey for you that is from
Oh.
Australia.
Oh my God. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you, Shaq.
That's the sweetest gift.
This is raw bioactive honey,
Oh my
right?
God.
This is very good. I
Can I
give
open
this to
it?
you. Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Do you like honey?
Of course. I love honey.
Okay.
Can I take a picture before I open it?
Of course, of course, of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I love gifts and I always
Okay.
get gifts.
Yeah.
They say you attract what you like or you
Okay.
attract what and I love gifts and I
Yeah.
always get gifts
Dude.
from patients,
It's
from
because
everywhere.
you're so sweet.
Thank you.
People want to give you gifts, you know?
Thank you so
I would have bought you
much.
shampoo.
Wow, this is the best gift.
This
Thank you so
is
much. I need to take
very
this
high
chair.
quality. This is my
Wow.
friend's company from Australia that brings
I
it.
love
Raw.
honey.
But he sells this for 800 dirhams.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
800.
Yeah, but because it's
Oh
my
my
friend,
God.
he brings me boxes and he says, give it to your
Thank you
guests.
so much. Can I give you a hug?
Of course.
Thank you. I love this gift.
But try it, see if you like it.
Of course I would try
It's like
it.
the best one he's got because
Wow.
it's 50. So
Yeah.
I've got other
Thank
ones.
you so much.
This has been Dr. Alaa. Come back anytime. Give us a clap.